My mama killed her husband when I was 7 years old, and the way the story told that I was right there, and so whatever they did to me, it made me forget from the age of 7 to 13 years old. I don't remember none of that.
Can you just talk about your mom a little bit? What kind of lady she was? What you remember about her?
She was called a female gangster. You know, she grew up with this man from the bottoms, and he was what you call a pimp, a hustler, and he sold what you call Quaaludes, and my mama was shooting Quaaludes back then, and he used to beat her up, and as long as she was high, she didn't care. But then when she went high, he beat her up. She shot him one day in the neck, and he died. She let him lay there all day, and she cleaned up the house, got herself maked up and stuff like that, and she did us some more dope. And when that was over with, she called 911, and they came pick him up. By then, he had been dead like 2 days, and she did all that time. She recently got out of jail, probably maybe. She's 9 years old, so it's been 5 or 6 years, and I probably seen her like 3 times. The first time I saw her, we was in a store, and I looked at her and I go, "Deborah," I said, "Look at me." She said, "I can't." And so she just went out the door and walked all around me, just walked away. And then the second time I saw her, I went to my grandmother's house for Christmas, and that was like right before the pandemic, and she was there, and they was all in the house, and I sat outside. You know, just I had to get to the point where I get used to being around them again, because even though I'm a part of that family, they still like I'll throw shit in my face like, "Oh, you've been hanging around white people too long," because I learned how to talk a little bit, I learned how to act a little bit, but they, I still got to watch them, and I done fought all of them, and I done beat them all up, and then now they like I feel like some of them trying to defame me now, like publicly. But I'm gonna put an end to that too, But I just
And mostly it's because of that, because of you coming and living over here with white folks.
yeah, it did. I ain't never thought I was better than nobody. I never have had that feeling thinking I was better than nobody. I'm a big dude, so I'm gonna either be in the way or is it not enough for me?
What does that mean?
I'm a big dude. Look at me, y'all. I can stand in front of somebody, and I can block the way. I'm a big old walking. I'm like a big old billboard. When I walk in the club, I go to work, everybody, they turn around and look. Like when Carmen got married, Susie's daughter Carmen got married, I was late and I was the last one to get there. And so, a lot of them really don't know me. So they just know of me that I'm a part of the Hartgrove family. So, I walk in the door and I close the door and they all turn around and I go, "Stick 'em up!" Boy. Hey, that's why my mom was laughing, but everybody else was like, "What's going on? What's going on?"